Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to convert RSS feeds into WordPress posts using AI agent. So let's suppose I'm a fitness content creator and I want to keep my WordPress updated. Doing this manually will consume a lot of time, so I'm completely going to automate this process, and to do this automation, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between RSS by Pabbly, OpenAI. Here I'm going to take my AI agent as OpenAI and then WordPress. With the help of Pabbly Connect, I'm going to build this connection in such a way that whenever there will be new feed in my RSS, the post will be automatically generated with the help of OpenAI, and then this post will be automatically created on my WordPress. Now, if you want to learn the step-by-step process, then let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to see how to convert RSS feeds into WordPress posts using AI agent. For this, I've created an automation workflow where I've built connection between RSS, OpenAI and WordPress. And here, as soon as I'm going to catch a new item in a feed from RSS, OpenAI is going to generate a blog and I'm going to post that on my WordPress. Here, as soon as I've got a new item in feed, I automatically created a post for that. And this is how this automation workflow is going to run. Now to learn how to create this, let's start creating this from the beginning. In this video, we are going to learn how to convert RSS feeds into WordPress posts using AI agent. For this, I'm going to create automation between RSS feed, OpenAI and WordPress with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com/connect in your browser. Now after browsing this website, we need to sign in to our Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on the sign in, and if you are a new user, click on the sign up for free. As I'm an existing user, I'll click on the sign in, and here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. I'm going to click on this Pabbly Connect Access Now. And it has taken me towards this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders which I've created over here. Now, if you want to create a new folder, simply click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow button. And first I need to provide the workflow name, and then I have to select the folder in which I want to save that workflow. So first, let's name this workflow as how to convert RSS feeds into WordPress posts using AI agent. And now I need to select my folder. So these are the folders which have been created, and here I'm going to select this as AI agent and then click on create. Here workflow created successfully. As soon as I've clicked on create, two boxes have appeared in front of me. One is trigger, other is action. So trigger says when this happens, and action says do this. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger step in a workflow, but as many as action steps as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to convert RSS feeds into WordPress posts using AI agent, which means whenever I'm going to receive new feed in my RSS, a post will be automatically created with the help of AI agent. Here I'm going to use my AI agent as OpenAI, which means trigger says when this happens. So whenever I'm going to capture a new feed in my RSS and then action says do this, then generate a blog post with the help of AI agent and create a post on WordPress. So here in my trigger application, let's quickly take RSS by Pabbly. Now in this trigger event, I'm going to take this new item in a feed. So RSS by Pabbly lets you automate tasks whenever a new item appears in an RSS feed. We can connect to several applications. This is useful for auto-sharing blog posts, saving content, or sending alert. If I've selected this as new item in a feed, and whenever I'm going to capture new item in my RSS feed, it is automatically going to get triggered. I'm going to click on this connect. So here RSS by Pabbly is connected with Pabbly Connect, and now I have to enter this feed URL and the filter type. Now to get this feed URL, it is written, enter the feed URL here. This RSS trigger will check for updated RSS feed at regular interval. Example this. I am going to open the Hindu RSS feed. Here I have already opened this, and I'm going to capture the feed from life and style. So I'm going to open this, and on the top you can see this URL. So I'm going to completely copy this URL. I'm going to paste that in this feed URL. So this URL has become my feed URL, and now I need to enter the filter type. I'm going to select this as default. You can select according to your choice and preference. And after selecting or entering this feed URL, I'm going to click on the save and send test request, and you will see I'm going to capture the latest feed which has been captured in my RSS. Now here we have received the response, we have received the title, and now what I'm going to do, I'm going to open the link which I have received in the response. I'm going to copy this link and I'm going to paste that in a new tab, and let's check what news we have captured. So it is written, meet Dr. Pal Manikam, the gut doctor who is also a stand-up comedian. So this is what I have received, and now I want to generate a blog post on RSS feed which I have received. Here in the response, you can see that I have received the description, then I have received the content snippet, and then I've received this content. Now I want to create a blog post on that. So for that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on this add action step button, and then in my action application, I'm going to search for my AI agent, which is OpenAI. And then in my action event, I'm going to select this as ChatGPT and then click on connect. If you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection. And now to make this connection, we have to enter the token. Following the help desk given below, I am going to enter this token and I'm going to click on the hyperlink. And here it has taken me towards this API keys page. Now to create a new API token, I simply need to click on this create new secret key. First, I have to name this key. So let's say the name is test. The project will be default project and the permissions will be all. And then I simply need to click on this create secret key. A new API token will be provided to you, which you need to copy and simply paste that over here. Here I have created the connection multiple times. That's why I'm going to select the existing connection and then go with save. OpenAI is connected with Pabbly Connect, and now I have to enter the AI model and the prompt. From this drop down, I'm going to select my AI model as GPT-4o Mini. You can select according to your choice and preference, and if you do not find your AI model, simply toggle this mapping button on, remove this AI model and enter your own AI model. As I have my AI model, I have selected that. Now I need to enter the prompt. So I'm going to enter the prompt that I have captured the feed in my RSS and I want to create a blog post on that so that I can post on WordPress. So I'm going to enter my prompt like. So here I've entered the prompt. Please generate a well-written blog post based on the following content. I'm going to enter the content, but I'm not going to enter this manually. Instead, I'm going to use a method called mapping, which means I'm going to enter the data from the previous response. Now here I have received the response from RSS by Pabbly, and when I click on this field, I can see this RSS by Pabbly, and when I click on this, I can see all the response which I've received from there. Here I'm going to enter this link, the link of the feed which we have received. This is the link of the article which we have received in the response, and I'm going to map that. Over here, mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in this field. Manually entering the data will make this field static and the information will not change even if you have received the new response. Over here, if I manually enter any detail, this field will become static, and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep this field dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. Now that I've entered the detail or the link which I have received, the next prompt line which I have added is summarize the key points, rephrase to make it engaging and ensure it is SEO optimized with relevant keywords. Include a clear title, SEO friendly meta description and appropriate headings, and with a call to action to encourage audience engagement. Ensure the tone is informative and appealing to target audience. Create a detailed blog. Now after adding all these details, I'm simply going to click on the save and send test request, and let's wait for the response. So here I have received the response. In this message content, I have my blog post. I'm going to open this. Meet Dr. Pal Manikam, the gut doctor with comedic twist. Then I have received the content. Here is the rest of the content, and I'm going to post this directly to my WordPress. Here in this content, I have received this call to action. Then I've received the takeaway from this article. Then I've received the engaging the community. And then I've received the education through laughter. And then this is the article, humor meets healthcare, the journey of a gut doctor. And this is the introduction. This is a complete whole blog which I can post directly to my WordPress. So I'm going to click on this add action step button, and then in my action application I'm going to search for WordPress, and then in my action event I'm going to select this as create a post and then click on connect. If you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection. And now to make this connection, I have to enter the login credentials of WordPress and the base URL. Now to get this base URL, I'm going to open my WordPress, and on the top over here in this URL, you can see that I'm going to copy this entirely and I'm going to paste this in this base URL, and I'm going to keep this till this WP3. That's it. So this has become my base URL. I have entered my login credentials, and now I'm simply going to click on this save. So here WordPress is connected with Pabbly Connect, and now I have to enter the post type, post title, post content and rest of the details. Now here I'm going to select my post type as post. I'm going to enter the post title. So I'm going to enter the title which I have received from the response in RSS. So this is the title, Meet Dr. Pal Manikam. And then I'm going to enter the post content. So here I have received the content in my OpenAI response. In this message content, I have my blog post. Now the slug excerpt are not required fields, so I'm going to skip this. The status remain publish. Category ID tags are not required field. I'm going to skip this. If you want to change the status, you can select from this drop down. Then I'm going to toggle this button on of mapping and remove this featured media ID. If I'm going to select the featured media ID, it will keep posting on all of my posts, and I do not want that. So I have turned on this mapping button. I have kept this field blank. The format remains standard. Ping status is open, comment status is open, author ID I've selected. The rest of the fields are not required ones, so I've skipped this. I'm going to simply click on the save and send test request, and you will see that a post will be created automatically on my WordPress. I have received my response here. I'm going to open my WordPress, and on the left hand side where I can see all these options, I'm going to click on this post and then click on this all posts. And here you can see that we have created this post, me, Dr. Pal Manikam, the gut doctor who is also a stand-up comedian. I'm going to click on this view, and here this is the post which we have created. Now to summarize, we took RSS by Pabbly as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect. We entered the feed URL and the filter type and captured the response. It is very important to note that RSS by Pabbly is a polling based application, which means Pabbly Connect will check for the response after the trigger timing and not instantly. Over here you can set your trigger timing by clicking on the three dots, go towards the set trigger time, and from this drop down select your trigger time. As soon as you select that time, Pabbly Connect will check for the new response after that particular time and not instantly. So we have captured the response, we mapped that response in this OpenAI and wanted OpenAI to create a post on that. So we generated the response and we mapped that generated response as a post which we want to create on the WordPress. So this is how this automation workflow is going to run, and here we have successfully created automation between RSS by Pabbly, OpenAI and WordPress with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.